Okay, so since I'm on the topic, this one is called Rip Van Winkle and the Mad Scientist. I don't know what my hair looks like. Better leave my hat on. This one, Rip Van Winkle and the Mad Scientist. Now, one of the things about that does tie into the Cabal story is that they do have technology that works. Like the technology that they have can work to like restore the human body and things like that, but it can also be misused. Okay, some of it is like just for benevolent purposes for themselves, and other machines are purely bad, like for people that they want to hurt. And then there's like good machines can be used for bad, and some bad can be used for good, kind of thing. Well, there some of the good technologies are like really funny things. Like one of them is a belt where it's called the Coca-Cola belt. It's a belt that you put on, and you have to put Coca-Cola in it, like real Coca-Cola, uh, and it will you turn and you can turn it on, and it will create a force field around you, to where like things can't get to you. Like I don't even think a bullet can get through it. But you need to keep refilling it with Coca-Cola. There's really strange and mad inventions like that. Okay, well, one guy in particular who was responsible. Like the Nazis had a lot of technology that they had kind of developed. Some of it worked, some of it didn't. That was really strange and mad. But there was one guy. He might be from Ireland, who invented the Coca-Cola belt. He invented a couple of other machines. He has the craziest contraptions, and the when Rip Van Winkle is in like fifth or sixth grade, this guy has been might even be semi related to him, this mad scientist, because he does show up. I won't get into how he showed up originally, but no, I will say nobody knows who Rip Van Winkle's dad is. So this guy might be his dad, but he's probably not. But he came around and showed up before the Satanic Cabal showed up with Rip Van Winkle and his friends, and took them all out into the woods and would show them uh, these inventions, right? Um, he said that he was going to give the inventions to Rip Van Winkle, okay? And then he left. And all the kids are like, oh man, he's going to give everything to Rip Van Winkle. Oh man, I can't believe it. You know, but the thing is that the guy wouldn't let he called Rip Van Winkle to go in the woods, but Rip Van Winkle was late. So he hit Rip Van Winkle in the head with his cane and knocked him out. So Rip Van Winkle's thinking that this guy's the biggest jerk in the world, right? I don't like him. He knocked me out with a cane and took the other kids into the woods and showed them the cool stuff, the Coca-Cola belt, but I didn't get to go, says Rip Van Winkle. The kids come back and say, no, you've got it made, you've got it made. He's like, no, I don't, and doesn't believe him. Well, this guy shows up right around the time Joe Biden starts becoming a candidate for the Democrats. This guy reappears out of nowhere, and he's got this plan. But he's developed. There's like these technologies are kind of wild. There is time travel. Like there's a way to do time travel. It's the strangest thing, to where you have these like different realities competing to be reality, where people have messed with time, and you have these different realities competing, and it depends on what you do to decide what reality is going to be real. Okay, it's really strange. It gets down to like this paradoxical kind of thing, to where you go mad. You eventually go insane with these devices. But the identity of this guy and what his real plan is, I haven't figured it out. I haven't figured out how this guy ties in to everything, you know? I think it might have been a thing where since he had developed all this technology and like this time travel and like lasers and almost like a warp drive kind of thing, like he had invented it and controlled it, like the way that it had been used, he was the originator of it, the creator. So the way that it had been used, he had put limitations on the people that he gave the technology to as far as what he told them it was capable of, so that he could have them use it in the way that he wanted them to, so that they would get, so that he would be able to control them.
Later, y'all.
Hi. Later.
You on the phone?
No, yeah, I'm on the phone.
I thought you were talking to somebody.
Yeah. So, so he would know how these different people would use the technology that he gave them. And they would not use the technology up to its full potential, but he would, so that he would be able to decide, you know, you don't want like Hitler ruling the world, right? So you got to do something to like change that. And he's going to put it all together to where in the end, if this guy's able to fulfill his like mission, everything will be fine, like none of it happened. Okay? So there's that. And I'll just leave it at that.